Hey guys and gals, here we are with another Super Mario Crush Box special. Here we have Picnic at Mario's House by Lego Super Mario. This is set number 71422, contains 259 bricks, retails for $37.99, and this set was provided by the Lego group for review. And yes, this is how I received it. So I'm not the only one that expressed my feelings on this set, so I think it might have happened during shipping. And yes, he is not included. But I'm hoping that little boat is. I'm hoping that's in there. So basically this is Mario's house, which I'm dying laughing right now. You know? And I'm assuming all this stuff is printed. Here's the back of the box. And you got to have all these expansion sets to make this even worth anything. But this is what you do here. Looks like he's got himself a bed and stuff like that with no doors. So all the creepy crawlies can come in there and visit him while he's sleeping at night. Well, this looks pretty simple, so what we're going to do, we're going to unbox it. Well, I can just open it up here, but we got to keep things a little formal here. I've already had too many informalities on this. So. Boy, that side was all crunched. Man, I couldn't even open this side up. Okay. I don't think Lego did this on purpose. I think this happened in shipping because the carton was damaged too. And yeah, useless. Throw that over there. Why don't you just tell me to put the information on the back of the box? So you got your usual 4 bags of bricks. And it looks like I see some interesting pieces in there. But where do we start? I'm going to start with bag 1. Well, we don't want to break our hand on this one. This is obviously one of the smaller figures. And I'll have to put these in my old famous butter containers so I don't get all the parts mixed up. But let's see here. Boy, those are like some classic colors there, huh? So we get some blue 2x4 plates and a 4x4 by 2/3 rounded plate. A 3x3/4 round plate. That'd be good for making like terrains and stuff. And one of these little angular pieces, probably to connect it to other starter courses. And an upwards 1x2 by 2x2 angular plate, and a downwards 1x2 by 1x2 angular plate. Oh, we got one of these bricks with bow. At least it's not printed, but this one sadly is. It's got the nose print, but I'd rather see it printed anyways, since I could find other uses. And a pair of 1x2 bricks with 2 studs on the sides, some 1x1 Technic bricks, flame yellowish orange stud flowers, a leaf piece. We only got 1 in there, Lego, especially with the dented box. I should get 1,000 in that box for it being in its condition. And a 2x2 flat tile with a hole and a 2x2 rounded jumper plate. And just some round tiles and half tiles and some 1x1 by 2/3 plate with bow. One of these corner triple 45-degree in slope things. And there's a set of eyes on a 1x2 brick. A useless tile that we don't care about. And some 1/4 round 1x1 flat tiles. Oh, did I mention I'm pretty blunt on my reviews? I'm sorry. You know, some dark green legs, like a base. You know, I kind of have some mocks I want to use these for. I'll save those for a surprise build. And a 2x2 shoe glider plate and some arms and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much what's in bag 1. Moving on to bag 2. And one thing I have to admit about the Super Mario set, they got some nice bright colors. Oh, I was hoping it, but it did come in. Yes, I saw the boat on there. I thought, well, since Mario's not there, that boat better be. It's a nice dark brown fishing boat. I think I have this in a few other colors, but just the dark brown just makes it feel more vintagey. You know? And what is that? It's about a 4x10 stud of space. So yeah, I can use the boat. I got one of these 8x8 by 2/3 base, as well as some of these 4x4 by 2/3 base. Oh, there's a fishing pole in there. Okay. Sorry, but since the set is still incomplete, I have to give it a grade of 0, even though if it's got some potential. And some 1x2 by 1 2/3 brick with the 8 studs in dark orange, great for furniture builds. 2x3 plates. Ooh, these are in reddish orange. Or these are not reddish orange, dark orange. This 2x2 plate with the 2 studs, I need that. 2x4 flat tiles, medium nougat. Also got a 1x4 of those in each. 2x4s. I'm checking for printed stuff. A medium nougat 4x4 rounded plate with a 2x2 cutout. Ooh, we get a watering can. Okay. A 6x6 by 2/3 plate. Something I don't want to see. And a 2x2 jumper plate, and that's in the bright green. And then we got plenty of round things. We got ourselves an inverted dome with a stud inside. Here's a regular dome with a stud on top, and 2 round 2x2 bricks. Palisade bricks. A little arched window. 4x4 plate. Plenty of 2x4 plates. Where were these? Because I needed these for the campground. And some 2x2 plates. And another palisade brick. Now, so far, there's some pieces in this set that I could use for custom stuff, but I'm eyeballing that. That right there is a game changer for me. I may be lucky and give it a .00001 for the score just because that boat's in there. Oh, I could have used that as a pancake piece, but no. I mean, that's got a sticker on it, but still. And a stick with flange. Or a stick with stud. Some number 1x2 rounded plates. I like these. Ooh, a bright green mug. I've never seen these in this color before. Wow, this set's got a bunch of hidden gems. It's got the dark pink, but I've got a bunch of those, but not in that color. Alrighty, we'll put that in the bow. We don't want to lose those. And then some of these little plants with the 3.2 stick, and you also got a 1.8 hole in the top so you can stick accessories in there. Yeah, pretty cool. Oh, cookies with sprinkles or the chocolate chip. How many of those do we get in there? Should be 1,000,000 in there. Oh, we got some ones with regular sprinkles. Don't roll off. Get over there. That's a 1x1 brown brick. Here, we'll put those over there. And we got some teacups too. We only got one of these, though. No, they give you 2 of each. And then there's the teacups. So it is a picnic at Mario's house. Those are worth mentioning right there. So this alone's got a lot of good accessory pieces. Oh, there's a red mug, too. You get 3 of them so you can have a friend come over. Some leaf pieces. A carrot for those who like to eat healthy. We'll throw that in there. Have a salad, huh? And some flame yellowish orange stud flowers. 1x2 plate. 1x2 flat tile. A 1x1 plate with a lamp holder, stick with holder, and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm eyeballing that boat right there. I need that. So far I'm liking the parts, but let's see what bag 3 has. And I can already see some pieces of interest. And yes, you see correctly, that's flame yellowish orange in brick form. Alright. I can use those, huh? And a 1x4 brick with 4 studs. And a 1x2x3 column brick. Get a couple of those in that color. And a 1x2 brick with 1 stud on the side. Whoa, where are you going? I could use those. And we got some of these little hinge pieces and some 1x2 plates. Yeah, this set's pretty much a nice treasure trove of parts. Mostly accessory pieces, medium parts, but you have some large pieces like this 2x10 brick. That'd come in handy. We've got some 6x6 by 2/3 rounded plates or bases, 1x4x3 frames. That'd be great, especially in reddish brown, because I know the newer stuff doesn't. They claim it doesn't break. So those would be good, like for like rustic cabins or something like that. Matter of fact, I got a use for those already. And some casement windows in dark green. Not this style, but casement windows have been around longer than I've been breathing, so I can use those. And some 25-degree slope 2x3 bricks. You know, I'm always looking to collecting slope pieces for making houses and stuff, so there we go. 1x2x2 corner bricks. Remember that tint tutorial? If I want to build something with brown, there you go. Got a couple of those and some 2x6 flat tiles, 2x2 plates, a couple of upwards 1x2 by 2x2 Engler plates. And where were these? 2x6 half round sand yellow plates. Great for terrain if you want damp sand for a beach or for forest soil. Works really good for that. If you watch my campground tour, parts 1 and 2, I use this color. It looks really good for damp soil. 1x1x3 column bricks, some 1x6 plates in dark orange. Great furniture. There's some of these hinges and plates in that color too. And a 1x2 plate with a 45-degree slope. Plenty of 1x1 bricks here. Not too bad. And a stick with holder. Anything else in there? No, but so far I'm liking the parts in this set. Some really good, useful prime parts. And finally we have bag 4, and I do see some gems in this one too. I don't know for the price of this set, but for the most part though, you can already see what I'm eyeballing. Hockey sticks. I think there's only one in there. No, I thought there'd be a million Lego, especially for that dented box, but no. 1x8 and 1x4 plates in that flame yellowish orange, as well as some 1x2 45-degree slopes. And we also get a 1x2 brick with 4 studs, 2 on each side, 2x4 and 2x8 plates. Cool yellow 2x4 flat tiles. Cool. Ooh, I like that. That's printed. Matter of fact, if those are on the pick-a-brick wall, I may scarf up a few of those. You know why? This would be a great poster, not only for this. If you're building a TV, stick that right in there. It'll look really good. Or even if you're making a kid's room or something, it'd be pretty cool too. And this Mario tile, that's printed. You know, I'm after printed stuff. Even if I don't think I'm going to use it, I like it. 6x8 plate. So the more printed stuff I see, the higher the value is of the set. So it makes it more appealing. With our 1x1 brick and okay, 1x2 double 45-degree ridge slope. I don't have a lot of those in that color, so there you go. Some dark red. I remember one of you told me what these were. I can't remember what they're for, but they're cool looking. Oh, we get 2 hockey sticks. Nice. And then we got a cloud piece. And one of these, it's a 1x1x6 column. I mean, it's some medium stone gray. I wish it was in something else. And we got parts to make a propane tank. 2x2 round brick with 2 Technic holes. And then one of these, like what you'd see like on R2-D2 or one of those droids or something. And a couple of arches here. We got a 1x4, 1x6, and one of these types right here. We get 2 of those. And some 2x2 by 2/3 plate with bow, a 2x2 by 2/3 plate with 2 studs, 1x3. Ooh, we got a 1x6 cool yellow flat tile. Cool. Ooh, I see some goodies in this one. Boy, this really is a picnic at Mario's house. Well, it's going to be a picnic once I part it out and use it for my own stuff, huh? I got to do the review first on it. Oh, I was hoping that would be printed, but it's not. So we get a tennis racket. There's only 1 in there, Lego. That's kind of being greedy. You should get 2. How you can play tennis with just 1 person? It's never cool. And we got a blank sign here. Got ourselves a little clock. This one actually has a little red hand on it. This is like a newer version. I'm always after looking for clock faces. Those are always cool for all sorts of builds. Some of these little 1x1 plates with the side stick. 1x1 by 2/3 slopes. We get those in red and green. If you want to make something that's Christmas colors, there you go. Some nice holiday pieces there. And some 2x2 by 2/3 plate with bow in red. 1x2 plates. Some 1x1 plates with the top holder. Got plenty of these hollow studs in white. And some 1x1 plates. And that's essentially what we have for this set. So for the final assessment on these parts, there's a lot of much needed pieces that I could use for all sorts of builds. There's a lot of stuff that you can use for city builds and stuff in here. Now, the set does retail for $37.99, and I don't really know. I don't see it in this set, but I do see some nice pieces in this set. So tell me what you think of the parts. Looks pretty cool, right? Well, let's see what the set looks like after it has been assembled. Well, I see a picnic, but where's Mario? Well, that's right. He never shows up to his own things, huh? So here we have Mario's house in the background. We got a little picnic table with some mugs. And I can't remember this creature's name. We got a little pier here. We got a little picnic basket with some cookies and a teacup and stuff. And part of a tree and a carrot. And we got ourselves a little fishing boat. Pretty cool. And that's a nice accessory to have. And then in the back we have Mario's house. It says Mario on the front, so it must be the house address. And here's the interior of the house. And there's no doors, so it's going to be very drafty, and all the creepy crawlies will run in there, huh? We got this nice little wood-burning stove, a little table, a nice wall clock. That could be used for other creations. Some hockey sticks. I like this little tile with Mario, and that's printed too. And a nice large bed, and it is scaled, well, for Mario figures, but it also works for minifigures too. Well, seeing that I do not have Mario, as I will never get him, what do you do when you want to play with this, right? Well, we're going to take Jay the Friends doll. And especially for you guys out there who just love Friends dolls, here you go. And we're going to do a little demonstration for those who don't have a smart figure. So you can go boing, 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 ding, 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 boing, 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 ding, 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 ding. We got the basket here, so you can go chomp, 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 chomp. Boing, 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 chomp, 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 boing, boing, boing. Part 2. Boing, boing, boing. Okay, boing, 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 boing. Ding, 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 ding. Sits down here and he kind of just floats around. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Stops off at the pier. Boing, 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 and that's about it. I hope I didn't make this too cringy, but that's pretty much what it is. So if you don't have the figure, you could still play with it. There's still things to do. And as you saw, this will work with both Friends dolls and regular figures. Everything's scaled, so you can have them sit down at the table and all that stuff. So there's plenty of things here to do. So you're not going to be shortchanged on play value. Let's get into the review, because Mario is missing. So, in order to take full advantage of the set, you do need the starter course with Mario, Luigi, or Princess. If you don't have those, a minifigure will suffice. But unfortunately, Mario's never to be found in any of these sets. It is just an expansion set. So, the play on this set, this one here is a bit different, but for the most part it will be short-lived. You're not going to get the full potential out of the set. For build quality, it's average. A lot of the stuff like this is kind of flimsy. I had this thing on the boat come apart and a few other things. This thing's not really sturdy to pick up. For build quality, it's kind of on the brittle side, but it's just average. For build experience, it's a dragged out build. This is meant for young kids. This is not meant for adults, so you're going to find the build to be kind of boring. It was just dragged out, 1 or 2 pieces. I was spending more time tapping my tablet than anything else going to the next step. So it will take you some time to get through it. Now, I'm not grading on the manuals anymore because Lego's starting to switch over to digital format. So I've learned to accept it, so no more grading on that. Collaborative build, it is there, and that's probably the only thing that's going to save this set, because Mario's house could be built separate from this tree and all these accessories in the boat. So maybe up to 2 people, maybe you could do 3, because this right here is separate from these and from that. I'd say 2 comfortably, though, could build this set. So that's the only thing that's saving this set. And we'll get to the score here in a bit. You'll probably get a kick out of it. Now, for city drop-in value, it's obviously not finished off, as you can tell here in the back. But there's a lot of stuff in here for mocks. There's lots of good pieces for making your own creations. But like this clock, I could use this picture. This bed is very basic, but this could work in a regular house too. And a lot of these other pieces you could use for your own creations. Like even this tree, you could put that in front of a house. It would be really cool for a really basic brick-built Lego home. And that's what you could do with it. Now for my final score, it's going to be a 1 out of 10. Why? Why the 1 point? Because it is a collaborative build. That's what saved it. With Mario missing, this set is pretty much useless. Now, you have to use your imagination if you don't have him, just to go boing, 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 ding, 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 like I did. And you can still have fun with this. I'm sure a child, if she or he gets this set, there is still play potential. But with the main figure missing, and yes, the starter courses are like $40 to $50. It's more of a money grab than anything else. I don't know. And in addition to this set, it is $37.99 for 259 bricks. That's not a lot, and it's pretty inflated. So for me personally, these sets, for them being incomplete and overpriced, not worth it. So for myself personally, if I saw this in the store and I saw that price tag and saw that Mario wasn't included, I would just keep walking. Matter of fact, I probably would get out of that aisle quick and go 20 aisles away from that set, because I don't want it to be hopping in my cart or catching something from it. But you know how I am with these Mario sets. I think to me they should have been more like Sonic. They should have had the figures included, like minifigure scaled figures, or even doll figures. I could live with that. I'm just not really happy with the Mario theme, and I want Lego to know that. These are very bright and colorful, but without the main attraction, and I have to track him down, the play experience is very short-lived. So if you're interested in this set and you have the starter course, I'm sure this would be fun. Just fun set to expand on. If you're like me, who builds city and suburb stuff, it's got a lot of mock potential. But for something like this, I'm going to wait for this to get on sale before I go crazy and try to find any more parts from this. But it's got a nice source of parts, but yeah, for play, it's limited. But if Mario can't show up to his own picnic, then why bother? So tell me what you think in the comments.